For those of you who don't know me, my name is Paula Siskanik. I'm the host of the Catholic Homeschool Community. Yes, at CatholicHomeschoolCommunity.com. I'll put all the links here below. But I wanted to pop in to talk about St. Valentine's Day and something I call Reclaim the Saints. The secular world has kind of been clueless about the real St. Valentine's. And during my homeschooling years, I was very frustrated in trying to find things that brought us to the saints that helped us to understand our Christian and Catholic foundations of why we celebrate St. Valentine's Day. So I have a few books I want to talk to you about, and then I'm going to go over a kit that my family put together kind of out of necessity. And so without further ado, let's talk about this book. This book is called Hearts, Cupids, Red Roses. It's done by Edna Barth. If you ever find Edna Barth books, you'll see that Edna has done one on St. Patrick's Day. She's done on the 4th of July. And what she does is she gives you the history. And it's really, really one of my little treasures. I love it because it tells you exactly, Valentine's Day in the old world. And look at those little pen and ink drawings. They're really great. So it's a wonderful resource for the parent. But I found that I actually would read it aloud during those times that we wanted to celebrate this feast day. Here's telling the real story of Cupid. Who was he? He was actually a little rascally guy there. And, what does it mean by Valentine's lovebirds? What are all the colors? Why do we even use lace in our Valentines? So it's really nice little treasure, easily found. Look for Edna Barth's books, Hearts, Cupids, and Red Roses. The other book that I highly recommend is this one called The Story of Valentine's Day by Clyde Robert Bula. Clyde Robert Bula also wrote some really fun early reader books that are really sweet. So look for his name as well. But this is one of his kind of nonfiction books. And this too, and look at this these really cute little drawings in there. I think they're delightful. A great, again, read aloud that gives the history. And it tells you how, again, Valentine's Day started during it was a pagan holiday from ancient Rome, but in our beautiful Christian faith, there comes along this holy priest who was actually kind of a physician, and he was a real person. They have archaeological digs that actually found him, found popes that had prayed for his intercession, and it's really how he took and elevated that feast to the love of Christ and asking prayers and intercessions for those that we love, to let them know that we have them in our hearts, in our prayers, and we're asking the dear Lord to pray for them. And that's really what it's all about. Another book that I really love, again, is this one, St. Valentine's by Robert Sabuda. And this one has these, I love it because, it began as a Roman, quote, holiday. And there he is using mosaic styles to tell us the story of this holy priest. This one's the version that tells you how he meets a jailer and the jailer's blind daughter, and he goes about curing. Of course, Valentine is a martyr during one of the Christian persecutions. It's dealt with in a very beautiful, humble, and a blessed way. And as I said, there are so many things about St. Valentine's that we can bring to our children. And even in the sense of, I was dismayed, and I'm sure I was trying to find things for my grandchildren, and there is nothing religious, and they were religious. Did you know that there were nuns that would make religious Valentine's Day cards? So we can get back into that practice by looking for images, beautiful images of the Saint Valentine, him blessing and praying, our Blessed Mother who is interceding for us, and then adding beautiful scripture to those cards. This comes out of that kit that I told you we made, which is available. I'll put the link for it. But again, I just want to inspire you to find some beautiful art, make them into cards, and send them, or just hand them to your neighbors. For years, we would do that, and it was such a beautiful touchstone to them. I also would print these images on sticky back paper so that it could just be peeled. And so like the little guys could peel them on and use beautiful little sayings. Jesus, I give you my heart. Mary, I offer my heart to you. Again, one of the things in that kit was there were symbols. And there is a reason why there are, Cupid, roses, hearts. And here's a way to turn this into schoolwork, dare I say, where I give you the information. The children then can glean this information, add them onto these make their own little mini books. They can also, I have some coloring pages as well for the little guys, a little bit of a story, a brief history about this. And again, Catholic countries came religious valentines made by the nuns, painted images of saints in the Sacred Heart, and they were usually decorated with the symbols of love, flowers. And so, really it's one of the the legacy of our own families, of our own traditions, but in a way that we're bringing this, living the liturgical life in the world, but elevating it Catholic style. Some notebooking pages, and then also some beautiful Bible verses that you can use for handwriting practice or to put on the cards, which just said, so faith, hope, love abide, these three. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:13. So that is in the little kit. I hope that you will have a beautiful St. Valentine's Day. Remember, let's move it up a few days so you can indeed put Lent and the beginning, Ash Wednesday, in its proper perspective, in its rightful place on Ash Wednesday. Let's celebrate Valentine's Day early, Catholic style and family style this year. And may God bless you abundantly. Bye now.